What's up, guys? Welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. I'm Chris. Today is Thursday, September the 12th, and today's review is going to be taken from a local brewery here in my home state of Tennessee, and it is going to be out of the Yazoo Brewing Company based out of Nashville. And I've actually had two of Yazoo's beers, one being their Pale Ale. And I'll just say this, their Pale Ale is one I would recommend. It's very, very delicious. It's very smooth, very hop forward. Definitely one for, a person that I guess you could say that would be into craft breweries. The other one is one that I get a lot of questions about, and a lot of people are confused. And I kind of was at first when I bought it. I thought it was an actual, I didn't know if it was a seasonal or if it was year-round, and actually it's neither. It's semi-year-round. They brew the Hop Project every 3 to 4 months, and every project is different, and they use different hops every time for their hopping process. I think the last one that I tried was either Hop Project 71 or 72. Well, anyway, I was in my local beer store the other day, and which I was surprised that carried this, because it's actually not the beer store that I go to in North Mississippi where I work. It's actually one about 5-10 minutes from my home here in Tennessee. But like I said, I was surprised that they had Yazoo. But anyway, this is their Hop Project number 73, and I couldn't find anything on Beer Advocate about it. They had, I think, a review of the Hop Project 71. Rate Beer had 73, which I don't really go by Rate Beer a lot. I mean, they know pretty much what they're talking about, but they always score their beers a little too low. So I typically go to Beer Advocate because I believe it's more accurate on ratings and reviews. So I couldn't find it, so I actually went to Yazoo's blog page, and this is what they had to say about Hop Project 73. It says that it was actually the first batch was brewed June 18th. I think Hop Project 74 was they put it out on shelves, I think, in August. So I have yet to find that one around here, but I have found 73. Now that I think about it, I think the last batch I tried was 72. So that's 2 in a row for me. But anyway, they said that they bottled it for the first time on June 18th, and I think they did 1,000 cases. So that was quite a bit, for a short run beer. But it says that the recipe was designed by a man named Ken Price, and they used, for as far as the hops, they used Nugget, Columbus, Ottoman, Cascade, which is my favorite, and Kohatu hops. They said that it's has a very dense head, slight green tinge, some dank, herbal notes in the nose, a little citrus, pleasant resiny bitterness, and it says it has a very hop forward but clean finish. So anyway, we're going to be the judge of that today, me personally anyway. I really don't know what the ABV, because for some reason Yazoo doesn't want to put their ABVs on their bottles or their packaging. Do not know the IBUs, but I will say, normally when I pick up a new beer, I usually will, before I taste it, I do my review. So you guys are getting my first, I guess you could say my first taste. You're getting my actual response from every beer that I review. So I usually wait for my, like I said, the first taste is the review. So what you see is what you actually get. I couldn't wait. because I had Hop Project 72, and that was actually before I started doing beer reviews, and it was amazingly delicious. And I want to say they used Mosaic in 72, but anyway, the 73, I actually took a day off yesterday. I was going to review it, changed my mind, and thought, no, I'm going to enjoy 2 or 3 of these today before I do a review on it. So I decided today at work that I was going to come home and I was going to do a review on it. So anyway, enough of the bullshitting. Let's open up this Yazoo Hop Project number 73. Let's see what this thing's all about. I want to see if this thing is as good and as delicious as number 72. So let's open it up. Alright, we'll pour it up. And I'm going to use a typical pint glass for this. So far, it's a beautiful pour. Okay. It pours a semi-big head, not anything. It actually pours, to me, from my personal taste, because I like a little bit of a head on my beer. A lot of people don't like it. They want to get straight down to the business. And that I like the foam, the head. It holds a lot of the flavor. A lot of your alcohol is right there, so you get a good kick right up front. It poured a beautiful, good, started out with about a 3, but it's diminished to about a 2-finger head. So far, it has great head retention. It's kind of off-white. Yeah, it's kind of an off-white, really creamy head. Still getting a lot of carbonation bubbling up from the bottom. It's kind of poured kind of a deep, not too dark though, deep golden kind of amber color. Beautiful, beautiful. For a lot of people like a really dark, which I do on occasion, like a dark IPA, but for a wonderful IPA, this color is perfect. It's not too light, not too dark, so you can kind of see into the beer. I don't think this stuff is bottle conditioned. I do not see any hop residue in the bottom, but it doesn't matter. This stuff is wonderful. I kind of spoiled the review by telling you straight up front, but enough talking. Let's put a nose on this thing. Yeah, very floral, very citrusy, getting hints of grapefruit. It's got a very upfront, very forward pine aroma. Wonderful, earthy, very earthy. I can smell lots of malt. I actually do not know. Let me check this real quick. It doesn't really say what kind of malts. I think it does on the bottle. Let's see. It says on the bottle that they take pale Munich and caramel malts and mix in with this project, along with the earlier mentioned hops. But anyway, yes, as you can see, this thing still has a good 1-finger head. I mean, great head retention. Beautiful. So let's try a taste of it and see what it tastes like. Very delicious. It's like every time I drink this Hop Project, like I said, I tried it yesterday. It almost has a different flavor as far as taste every time I open a bottle. It tastes a little different. I mean, it's got the same familiar, feel and a little bit of familiar taste, but it's almost like I can taste a different hop every bottle. Wonderful, wonderful beer, guys. I think this beer, it's really hard to find. From what I understand, they only distribute it around the Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama areas. So I'm lucky because I'm close to all three, which, well, close to two. I live in the state of Tennessee, but I'm close to Alabama and Mississippi as well, so I can get this in 3 different states. But yeah, back to the taste of this thing. Very malty. It's a very, very pine, hop forward taste straight up front, and the hops just slap you right in the face. It kind of, in the middle, it's kind of a sweet, yet dry taste. Again, the hops on the finish, but I'm getting a very malty taste on the finish. The hops never let up from the time you take your first drink to the finish, all the way down. It's just a strong hop bite, but not strong in a bad way. It's very delicious. Semi kind of spotty lacing on the glass. But yeah, it's kind of a dry, malty stickiness on the palate. Very tasty. A good amount of IBUs. I would say this thing has a good 70-75 on the IBUs, due to it having, you know, a good 4 to 5 different styles of hops in the mix. It's gonna have a punch, and it does, definitely. You know, if you're a hop head like me, you will definitely appreciate Yazoo's Hop Project. And I'm very eager to try its number 74, which like I said, I have yet to find. But this thing is delicious. I'm gonna get one more little drink here. So good. Still, down to the bottom of the glass, there's still a good half finger of head. Very, very amazing head retention on this thing. Not many beers are able to do that. A lot of the beers that I buy, they're great, but they don't hold the head long. You pour a good 1 finger head and it's gone in, you know, 20 seconds. This thing is held. It holds its own. Highly recommended beer, guys. Like I said, I get a good aroma of hops, malt, citrus, pine, grapefruit. Grapefruit being for the citrusy aspect of it. It's a very earthy beer. If you're a hop head, that's what you'll learn to love. That earthy, piney, resiny bite. This beer has it all, guys. I wish that this thing was carried year-round. But like I said, they change projects every 3 to 4 months. But I want to take one last chug and kind of determine whether or not what this beer rates. I'm gonna, like I said, one more chug, guys. Delicious. I rate this beer a 10. On a scale of 10, this beer at the least a 9.5, if not a 10. Delicious, highly recommended. If you see this, if you are in the Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama area and you see this beer in your stores, pick it up. If by chance you see it out of state, pick it up. It's wonderful. I want to say that I read somewhere it's about a 5.5 to 6% on the ABV. So it's not overly boozy, but it has enough hops that it gets you there quick. So this beer can get you in trouble, can be dangerous. So do not drive if you drink this. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have the rest of the week. We're nearing the weekend. Tomorrow will be Friday, so we're kicking off the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Drink Yazoo if you can find it. Drink responsibly, drink safe. And I'll be talking to you guys later. Cheers.